Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for tuning into my channel. My name is Laura, and I will be doing your oracle reading for today, which is March the 14th, 2020. So I feel like for 2020, we have been facing a lot of difficulties this far. Again, with a new decade, a lot of old cycles are finishing and have completed while new ones are beginning. And with that comes a lot of different challenges, opportunities, and a lot of newness in the environment and universe. So today I would like to ask Spirit to help us tap into some energies for basically right now, the present time, and moving forward, some energies that we can be looking forward to as well. So today, the deck that I'm using is by Doreen Virtue, and it's the Crystal Angels. It is an oracle deck. I actually do not have a tarot deck at the moment, and my other decks are currently at a different location. So I will be just pulling from this one specific deck today. It's going to be a little bit of a quick reading. We're going to ask Spirit and Divine to help us choose 7 cards. And just to get an overall general feeling as to how Divine Spirit can help guide us this far on this day and moving forward. So guys, let's get right into it. So I would like to ask Spirit to help guide us for today, March the 14th, 2020, and send us 7 cards that will help, there's one, to align our energies and help us understand what it is that Spirit wants us to know at this current time. I feel like because we have been facing so many challenges this far in the year, that a lot of us may be feeling some anxiety over everything that's been going on, but don't let that take your power away. Try to really stand your ground, and while feeling these emotions, also reassure yourself that this too shall pass. If you're having some difficulty adjusting to kind of what's been going on, I know that myself, for me, I've been finding it a little bit tricky, a little bit difficult to kind of get myself, out of this panic mode that we're all in. Make sure to take care of yourself as well as others, especially, the elderly that don't have as much support as we do. All right, so this is where I'm going to stop and pull the rest of the cards. And I forgot to mention, as an extra little extended message, I'm going to be reading from my Hugs book, which is Daily Inspirational Quotes for Women. And so I'm going to be pulling the March 14th message at the end, just so that you guys can see that as well, because this is a really great book. Okay, so first we're starting off with this beautiful golden colored card, and the crystal on it is ruby. So this says, bless your heart. Reach out for emotional, spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. So it's not by accident that you guys clicked on this video today. And again, I want to thank you for being here. You yourself are obviously intuitive, spiritual, or very strong in that sense. And so that's one of the reasons why you probably clicked on this video today. So in the little book, it has readings and meanings as to what the cards mean themselves. So I'm going to read in the book exactly what this card means, and I will read it for you. So, bless your heart. You received this card because your heart needs some tender, loving care following a loss or the ending of a relationship. You are grieving and could use a reassuring hug. Oh, that's so cute. What is the book called? Hugs. So I guess someone reading, someone that has clicked on this reading definitely needs some sensitive, emotional care and some TLC, basically, tender, loving care. You're grieving and could use a reassuring hug, which your guardian angels are giving you now. That's so beautiful. This can also be a sign to reach out for emotional support after a heartbreak. In some cases, this card may mean that your physical heart needs care and attention. Perhaps a healthful dietary or exercise change or medical intervention is needed. This can also be a sign to connect with the Sacred Heart of Jesus for spiritual healing and purification. God is blessing your heart and guiding you to take the path that's true and right for you. So if you guys have been looking for some support, whether it be online from a spiritual healer or a compassionate therapist, I think that you guys should take the time to embrace these feelings that you're going through, whether you just broke up with someone, whether you're going through a twin flame journey, or what have you, whatever your circumstances. It's basically telling you to be gentle with yourself and to try to understand your own feelings first before you get all wrapped up in it. And really to basically do something to help mend your heart. You could be really going through a pain cycle right now. As I just mentioned, cycles have completed and new ones are beginning. So perhaps you're feeling that really, really tug on your heartstrings to take care of what is needed to be taken care of. So just be gentle with yourself and reach out for some support. Make an appointment to go see a therapist, as mentioned, or just click on some of these readings again. The second card we have is Moldavite. I don't know if I'm probably saying that wrong. And it says unconventionality. Your unique qualities are important parts of your life purpose, and it's okay to feel different and be different from others. So if you guys have been struggling to face the fact that perhaps you yourself, there's something extra unique about you, something special that not everyone else has, and you may have been teased because of this, or had trouble understanding why God has chosen certain things for you in your life, this card is just to let you know that not everything has to be conventional. And a lot of the times, sorry guys, you might hear that my dryer is just on right now. I apologize. So don't feel badly about yourself if you don't resonate with other lifestyles that people are choosing to walk their path on. No one is the same. There's no two people that are identical. And it's just basically letting you know to, and this is beautiful here, I love the wings. It's basically showing you to spread your wings no matter what. Whatever's happening in your life is happening for a divine purpose, for something higher that you are going through and that you will soon understand, whether it's perfecting your craft or something along those lines. Don't allow other people to make you feel like you're not enough. because you may be different or choosing different things that are not the exact conventional way. So I'm going to go ahead and read just to clarify. So this card reassures you that your unique qualities are a part of your life's purpose. It's possible that you've been teased or felt excluded for being different. Perhaps you've tried to change yourself to fit in to be normal. Yet doing so is betraying who you really are and ignoring the blessings and gifts of your authentic self. If it seems that your opinions and thinking style are not the same as those of other people, this is a sign of your creative ability. You have inventive, fresh ideas and talents that the world needs. See, the world needs, not wants, but needs. You see things in a new way which will inspire others out there. Which will inspire others out of their stagnation. Seek out other unconventional people so that you won't feel so alone. You may encounter like-minded people at clubs, conventions, and other gatherings focusing upon areas aligned with your interests. Like Moldavite, you are otherworldly, yet fortunately, there are many others who share your origins and points of view. It's just a matter of going out and finding them. So I feel like a lot of the time in our world, we can be judged. There's a lot of judgment around certain careers, certain lifestyles. And as long as your lifestyle is in alignment with God and spirit and the divine spirit, that you just need to accept yourself. Once you start accepting and loving yourself, everything else will fall into place. So don't be scared to go out there and try something new. As 2020 approached and has been, here, I believe that we should all try new and fresh ideas. Whatever's not working for you or hasn't worked for you in the past, you should resonate with that and come to terms with it so that you are able to move forth on your life purpose and perhaps be different from others. Like, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. So the next card we have is Garnet, and this is a beautiful card. So it says purification and detoxification. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. Now, this is an interesting card that I'm currently resonating with because of a lot of different things I've decided to cut out of my life recently. And with doing so, I've actually found my strengths. I've found that I'm not as weak as I originally thought, and that it is possible to basically do anything and when you put your mind to anything can happen, right? So this is a really, really beautiful card, and I appreciate the fact that it's coming up in this reading because it is such a reminder for me, even because I am the one doing the reading, that this card really resonates with me, and I'm appreciative that my guides and divine and my angels, guardian angels, are really showing me that this is the right path. This is the path that, had to happen. And this card is just a reminder for me. So it's really great. So I'm going to read the message in the book. So this card probably validates that what you've already been sensing. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. In particular, this is a necessary change to support your health. What's the first thing that comes to mind to detox? Perhaps you've been receiving inner divine guidance to enjoy a clean diet or to abstain from chemicals. Or maybe you are feeling called to avoid harsh energy in relationships, on social media, in your daily activities, or in the media. This is a supportive time for you to make this healthful shift. Reach out for qualified help if addictions are creating uncontrollable cravings. prayer can also help you purify your motivations and intentions so that they are inspired from your higher self instead of your ego. With higher vibrational intentions, your manifestations will be more fulfilling and satisfying. So that's really great. I absolutely love that card. It's come up so many times recently, and again, it's just validation for me. So that's great. So the next card that we have is Angelite, and this is a beautiful card, a lot of pinks and greens in there, which I love. So it says here, spiritual or religious community. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increase spiritual growth. And again, going back to Moldavite, these cards are kind of similar in the fact that Spirit is basically asking us to align our interests with other like-minded people. So if you've been feeling like a pull towards joining, a spiritual group or a religious group, basically the divine is confirming for us right now that this is a good step in the a right step in the next. Sorry, I can't speak today. This is the right step in a new direction for you to take that first step and to be vulnerable. I know it's not always easy for us to kind of join a community. There's a lot of anxiety around that kind of thing. I know a lot of us do suffer from anxiety, including myself. So for your spiritual growth, it's good to create friendships and new friendships. If you've been feeling like, you need to add to your friendship roster and stuff like that by going out and being in the community, that will actually help to increase your spiritual growth and your path. So I'm going to read from the book. So have you been feeling lonely? This card comes to you as guidance to connect with like-minded people in a spiritual setting. Perhaps you've received an inner calling to attend church or temple, or to find a spiritual group aligned with your beliefs. This card confirms that this is true divine guidance and encourages you to take this needed I'm sorry guys, I don't know why I can't speak today. Let's try this again. This card confirms that this is true divine guidance and encourages you to take the needed action steps. You have been receiving guidance about your spiritual path, including intuitive ideas about which communal setting would provide support and friendship. Spiritual groups are also powerful because of the energy of joined prayer, which lifts everyone up. In these contexts, you are likely to receive healing insights and visions. Making friends with people who share your spiritual beliefs offers you a feeling of safety, where you can easily be yourself in social settings. Studies also show that having a spiritual community is correlated with increased health and longevity. Now it's time for you to take the next step and attend the spiritual meetings as you are guided. Okay, so all of the cards leading up to the Angelite card, which I just read, are literally kind of they're all similar and tied into one another. So I think Spirit really wants to get a specific message across to you guys. Some of this will resonate with you, and if it doesn't resonate with others, you can just let it go. But I feel a lot of you have been struggling with maybe your health. If you have any addictions that are no longer serving you, and I also think that some of you want something more for your life, whether it be your divine purpose, meeting new people, spiritual community, getting out into the community, doing something that's going to be helpful for you, and an incentive. It's almost like an incentive to kind of to take the next step, because you are going through these things and this process and a new cycle is beginning. You're almost trying to adapt. So that's really beautiful. So keep on your path, because it's just confirming that everything that you're doing is basically right. So the next card we have is Emerald. This is also a very beautiful card. I love all the greens. And if you can see again, the wings, right? So there's wings. There's actually been wings in 3 of these cards so far. And I know that they're called the Crystal Angels, so that's obviously expected. But I love that a lot of them so far really have had wings on them, because not all of them have wings. Such as the first card here, the Ruby. The Ruby doesn't have wings. So this is a time for you to really spread your wings and not be scared of your differences pertaining to others or compared to others. I think that this is your time to, this is your year, 2020, to spread your wings and to do everything that is basically being called upon you. So I'm going to read here, ceremonies and celebrations. It's a time of important life passages such as weddings, birthdays, graduations, or anniversaries. So another kind of like community-based card. I feel like a lot of this has to do with gathering and getting together with people who lift you up. Try to avoid any harsh negative energies, as stated in one of the other cards, sorry. So this is a time for you, divine feminine or divine masculine. We're really entering a phase of self-love and self-caring, celebrating whatever it is, you know. It doesn't have to be a wedding, it just celebrating joyful times ahead and joyful times now, to remember to be in the present so that you can love and appreciate everything that has happened this far in your life. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read the meaning in the book. So there will be a reason to gather with loved ones and celebrate together. This card is a sign of an important human ritual to signify a passage, such as a wedding, birth, or graduation. You may be called into leadership for this event, including being a planner or officiant. This card may be a sign of taking a love relationship to the next level and celebrating your union. If you are currently single, this can be a positive sign of meeting your long-term partner. Ultimately, you are a conduit to bring the divine energy to earth and have the ability to celebrate all life for the upliftment and healing of others. That's really beautiful, guys, because we were just talking about, building relationships, new relationships with like-minded people. I feel like this is just another confirmation, clarification that it is time for you to get out of your house, go, regardless of all the coronavirus stuff happening. And I'm sorry to have mentioned that in this reading. I'm trying to keep, the negativity at bay here. But really, it's not a time to just stay in your house and be cooped up and, Netflix and chill. It's a time to go out and perfect your craft, meet people, new relationships, new cycles are happening. It's a really great time to be creative. You have these inventive ideas that has been said here already that you need to take action on, because basically the world needs it. We need your creativity. We need and require your assistance, your love and divine support as well. So what you end up giving out will come back to you. Okay, so that's really nice. So the second last card we have here today is Watermelon Tourmaline. And please forgive me if I'm not pronouncing these correctly. So this is also a very beautiful card. And it says on here, stress reduction. De-stress your mind, body, and schedule, as you need to rest, recharge, and revive. So a little bit backtracking as to what I just said, to get out and go be, free and spread your wings kind of thing. But also remember to take time for yourself. This is coming back to self-care and nurturing yourself and really feeling whole as an individual. Not like you need anyone else, but it's great to have support and guidance from others as well. So I'm going to go ahead and read the meaning for this one. This card appears whenever there's a need to de-stress your mind, body, schedule, and so forth. You already know which life areas are triggering your elevated stress levels. God and your guardian angels are empowering you to reduce them by taking charge of your schedule and your surroundings. You are encouraged to introduce stress management practices into your daily life, such as prayer and meditation. Gentle exercise, time spent in nature, fun hobbies, massage, naps, and a chemical-free diet. Now we're going back again to a card here, the garnet one, the purification and detoxification. So just yet another confirmation of you maybe wanting to really take charge of your life and make the changes, the healthful changes that are required basically of you. This is also a message about simplifying your life. Look for tasks you can release or ways to clear clutter from your schedule. When there's too much vying for your attention, you will feel fragmented. It's possible to get addictively hooked on drama under the mistaken belief that it is exciting. However, it's much more pleasurable to have a peaceful excitement in which you create the soothing and harmonious life that you deserve and desire. So again, we're going back to really honing in and focusing on your spirituality at the moment, as well as your health. So if you've been compelled to make these changes, it's for a reason, and basically just listen to your higher good. Listen to the messages that are coming forth. So you're basically being asked to trust the process. Everything happens for a reason. And that's the beauty of life. Nothing's ever 100%. Nothing's ever for sure. Nothing's ever guaranteed. But what we do know is that we have the choice. We have, basically our life is a long list of choices. We have all these infinite choices, and it's up to us to make the decisions. We have choice, and then we have to make a decision. It's just a continual thing, like one foot after another kind of thing. So that's really beautiful. So the last card that we have here is Clear Quartz, and let yourself feel all your emotions. Your entire rainbow spectrum of feelings is sending you important messages and guidance. Again, as I had just mentioned, listen to the messages that are coming to you because they are happening for a reason. Trust yourself. You have to find the wisdom within yourself. Deep down, pull it out and become this magnetic vibration and energy source for others so that you can set an example. So that once you yourself heal, you begin to set an example for everyone around you in order to feel the same way that you feel. So this is a great card as well, and she's so happy. If you can see her face there, she's smiling. She's the only one from the 7 cards that we pulled that she looks so beautiful. I think of what a lot of us struggle with, I know myself anyways, is I like that it says clear quartz too. Be clear about your emotions. This is something that obviously, as human beings, we are emotionally driven. So for a lot of us to ignore our feelings and to what's the word I'm looking for? To be, what is that word? I'm so sorry. I'm actually at a loss for words right now. To be fake. I'm trying to think of a word right now, but my brain's not working. When we when we're in denial of our emotions, what you resist will persist, right? So if you're resisting these emotions, if you have trouble understanding your emotions, that's okay. But at the end of the day, we need to learn as human beings to master the art of our emotions and being able to handle them. So by letting yourself feel all of the emotions, you're allowing yourself to live. People in this world have tear ducts for a reason. We actually need to squirt our emotions out of our eyes, and that is the only way that we can get rid of the darkness that we're feeling inside. With life, there's light and there's dark, and you wouldn't be able to have the light without the dark. So being able to recognize and being able to handle your stress in ways where it's coming from more of a loving side, an accepting side, and learning to accept the fact that we're going to cry, we're going to feel stressed, we're going to be upset about situations. It's how we release these emotions down into Mother Nature, Mother Earth, is up to us. So learn to appreciate your emotions, stay there, feel it, accept it, and then learn to move on. Kind of like waves in the water. Just go with the flow. Don't resist, because what you resist will persist. This card guides you to open your heart to the entire rainbow spectrum of emotions. This is a key to feeling great love. By allowing yourself to acknowledge the not so pleasant feelings, you drop defenses and open your heart. When we deny, that's it. I was looking for that. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be loud. That's the word I was looking for. Boom. When we deny the existence of anger, sadness, and such, we close off part of our hearts. So true, because you become numb. And what is life if you're numb? Life is about loving and exploring yourself, all of your emotions and all. And the denial means that these feelings become repressed, stuffed down, and hidden, where they can affect our emotional, mental, and physical health. This card can be a sign of receiving valuable creative inspiration based on some challenges you've experienced. Now you want to help others. Basically, it's what I just said. So by creating love, self-love, and a divine flowing, go with the flow kind of support for yourself, inner support, you're able to then help others see the light. You're able to help them move on past whatever problems they might be facing at the time. Because self-mastery is not easy. I have been trying to self-master for over 7 years now. Well, maybe not that long, but within the last, I want to say 5+ years, I have been basically, I don't want to preach right now, but I've been doing everything possible to heal myself because of the stuff that I've gone through, right? So now you want to help others overcome or avoid the same challenges. By delving into the unpleasant feelings through creative expression, you allow others to know that they are not alone in their feelings. And this could be a business idea, a form of healing, a book or a workshop, or some other service or product that will help those who are experiencing similar difficulties. So that's amazing. That card to end the reading was, I think it was the most perfect card. So thank you, Spirit, for showing us today what your divine guidance is made up of, and kind of where we need to be as spiritual beings and humans on this earthly plane. So to end the reading here, I'm going to read you the quote from today's March the 14th. So this is what it says here, March the 14th. Our children are treasures. Our children are treasures. I have no greater joy than to hear my children walk in truth. Each child is different, but every child is similar in this respect. He or she is a priceless gift from God, and with the Father's gift comes immense responsibility. Our children are, without question, our most precious resource. As responsible adults, we must create homes in which the future generation can grow and flourish. Today, let us pray for our children, all of them. Pray for children here at home and for children around the world. Every child is God's child. May we, as concerned adults, summon the wisdom, the courage, and the strength to protect those precious little ones who cannot protect themselves. And then there's a little reading at the bottom here that I'm going to read. Children are not so different from kites. Children were created to fly. Going back to spreading your wings, as I had mentioned earlier, spreading your wings. But they need wind, the undergirding and strength that comes from unconditional love, encouragement, and prayer. So again, this is all kind of tying into everything that was said today in the reading, and it's really beautiful and I love it. So I hope that you guys resonated with some of this. If you didn't, no worries. You maybe resonate with another reader or something else, maybe future messages that I'll be putting out there. And anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you later. Bye.